Have you ever sat across from someone you love, someone whose presence once filled your world with light and laughter, and felt a quiet, invisible distance settle between you? A space that wasn't there before, a subtle shift in the atmosphere. It's a space filled with unspoken words and unacknowledged feelings. It's not anger or resentment, not a blazing argument or a dramatic confrontation, but the weight of unspoken words and unhealed wounds, the accumulation of little things, the unresolved conflicts, the silent hurts that build up over time. In that solitude, a truth emerges, a quiet understanding that something needs to change. You can't truly love deeply, with the kind of open-heartedness that sustains a relationship, until you've first healed internally, until you've addressed the shadows within yourself. The static in our relationships, that persistent hum of discontent, often comes from unresolved storms within ourselves. It's the echo of past traumas and unmet needs. We carry our past hurts and fears like invisible burdens, weighing us down and influencing our interactions, clouding how we see those we love, distorting our perceptions and creating unnecessary conflict. We project our insecurities and anxieties onto our partners, creating a cycle of misunderstanding. The journey to loving better, to building stronger and more fulfilling relationships, starts with self-reflection, with honest introspection, asking, what wounds am I still carrying? What unresolved issues are influencing my behavior? Am I seeking someone to complete me, to fill a void within myself? Or am I ready to meet them as a whole person, as someone who is already complete and capable of giving and receiving love freely? If our own heart is empty, if we haven't nurtured ourselves and addressed our own needs, we have nothing genuine to give. We can only offer a reflection of our own emptiness. The first step, the most crucial step, is to fill our own cup, to prioritize our own well-being, with compassion, validation, and healing from within. Only then can we truly offer love to another. Imagine your heart as a garden, a personal Eden, if you will, a space where your spirit can flourish and grow. But what happens when that garden is neglected? Maybe it's overgrown with self-doubt, choked by the weeds of fear, and left untended for far too long. The path becomes obscured, the beauty hidden beneath layers of neglect. Self-love is tending to this garden. It's about gently pulling those weeds of negativity with understanding and patience, not with harsh judgment. It's watering it with compassion, nurturing the soil with kindness, and providing the sunlight of self-acceptance. It's not selfish. It's the most generous thing you can do, not only for yourself, but for everyone in your life. Because when you are full, you have more to give. Daily, it's choosing kindness toward yourself, speaking to yourself with the same gentle words you would offer a dear friend. It's about nourishing your body with wholesome foods, moving in ways that feel good, and making time for what truly brings you peace and joy, even if it's just for a few moments each day. These small acts, repeated consistently, transform your inner world from a place of neglect and barrenness to a vibrant, thriving ecosystem of self-worth and love. When you accept and validate yourself, acknowledging your inherent worth, you stop seeking it desperately from external sources, from the validation of others. You show up whole, complete, and ready to share your authentic self with the world, not seeking to be completed by someone else. Self-love means embracing imperfections, recognizing that you are a work in progress and holding all parts of yourself, the light and the shadow, with unwavering acceptance and compassion. When you love yourself fully, flaws and all, you create the capacity to love another in their beautiful, imperfect wholeness, without judgment or expectation. This creates space for authenticity and vulnerability in your relationships, allowing for deeper connections and more meaningful interactions, built on a foundation of self-acceptance and mutual respect. Relationships are mirrors, reflecting our beliefs about ourselves. If you see criticism or neglect, look inward at your self-worth. We accept the love we think we deserve. Building self-worth means challenging old stories and celebrating your inherent value. As your self-worth grows, your standards rise, and you seek relationships that honor your value. With a strong anchor of self-worth, you remain steady, creating safety and intimacy because you're already holding yourself. Attachment is often mistaken for love, but it operates from a completely different place within us. It's like gripping sand. A natural instinct might be to hold on tighter when we feel something precious slipping away. We believe that by exerting more control, we can secure what we value. But the tighter you hold, the more it slips away. The harder we try to control a situation or a person, the more likely we are to lose our grip entirely. This is because attachment stems from a place of insecurity and need. not from genuine connection and appreciation. Attachment is rooted in fear and control. It's a response to a perceived threat of loss or abandonment. It manifests as a need to possess, to dictate, and to manipulate. It says, "I need you to be a certain way so I feel secure." It places conditions on love, demanding that the other person fulfill our needs and expectations in order for us to feel safe and worthy. This creates a dynamic of dependency and resentment, ultimately stifling the growth of both individuals. True love, on the other hand, is like holding hands, a gentle connection that allows for freedom and individuality. Open, gentle, supportive, but never confining. It's about offering support and encouragement without trying to control or possess the other person. It's about creating a space where both individuals can thrive and grow, both together and as individuals. Love is rooted in freedom and trust. It allows each person the space to be themselves, to explore their own path, and to make their own choices, allowing each person to be authentic. It celebrates individuality and recognizes that each person's unique qualities contribute to the richness of the relationship. In conflict, attachment fights to win. It sees disagreements as a threat to the relationship and seeks to dominate the other person in order to maintain control. Love seeks understanding and connection. It approaches conflict with empathy and a willingness to compromise, recognizing that the goal is not to win, but to find a resolution that honors both individuals' needs and perspectives. Letting go of attachment requires inner security, a deep sense of self-worth and independence. Knowing you're whole on your own, it means recognizing that your happiness and well-being are not dependent on another person's presence or behavior. Then you can love freely, without fear or expectation. You can offer your love as a gift, without demanding anything in return. You appreciate their presence without being terrified of their absence. You can cherish the time you spend together without clinging to the fear of losing them. This is the liberation of love, the freedom to be yourself, to allow others to be themselves, and to connect with each other in a way that is both fulfilling and empowering, light, expansive, and nourishing. It allows for growth, creativity, and joy. Love supports, while attachment confines. Love lifts you up, while attachment holds you back. It's the difference between caging a bird, trapping it in a small space where it cannot spread its wings and fly, and watching it soar, marveling at its beauty and grace as it explores the vastness of the sky. Love flows from abundance, not fear. It comes from a place of wholeness and self-sufficiency, allowing you to give freely without expecting anything in return. Many of us were taught that love means giving until there's nothing left, but that's a myth. Healthy boundaries are not walls, they're a sacred fence protecting your inner garden. Boundaries are clear expressions of what's okay and what's not, communicated with kindness. Without boundaries, resentment grows and intimacy fades. Loving boundaries build trust and show self-respect. Think of boundaries as the banks of a river, giving the relationship form and strength. They create a safe space for both people to be themselves. Boundaries are a courageous act of devotion to yourself and to the relationship. Much of our suffering in relationships comes from the desire to control how our partner feels, thinks, or acts. Control is born from fear, but it's an illusion. Letting go is an act of trust in yourself, your partner, and the process of life. It means participating fully, but releasing the need to manage the outcome. Offer your love and presence, then allow your partner their own journey. In this space, true connection flourishes. Letting go creates space for authenticity and surprise. It's a shift from director to fellow actor in the unscripted play of your life together. This release is liberating, freeing energy once wasted on worry. Love with open hands, offering your heart without demanding a specific response. In a distracted world, the greatest gift is your undivided presence. True presence means bringing all of yourself to the moment, mind, body, and heart. It's about putting down distractions and truly seeing and hearing the person in front of you. This deep, active listening communicates. You matter. Presence heals, builds trust, and deepens intimacy. To be present, let go of past and future and return to the now. Practice presence in small moments. Put your phone away. Ask a meaningful question. Take a walk together. Quality of time matters more than quantity. A few minutes of focused presence can nourish a relationship more than hours of distraction. This is one of the most beautiful ways to say I love you. Lasting love begins with healing before holding. When we haven't healed, we seek partners to replay or rescue us from our past. Healing ourselves lays a solid foundation for love. When you build safety and wholeness from within, you no longer look to a relationship to provide it. The relationship becomes a structure built by two whole people. Healing allows for deeper intimacy and trust. You can hold space for your partner's imperfections. This creates an environment for honesty and vulnerability. Healing is a lifelong journey, not a destination. When two people commit to growth, they rise in love, supporting each other's healing. Learning to love better is a gentle, ongoing journey. Start within, tend your inner garden, build self-worth, set boundaries, let go of control, and practice presence. Each idea is a seed. You don't need to plant them all at once. Profound change begins with one small intentional action. Let this be a new beginning, a moment of honest introspection. The goal isn't to fix everything, but to find one starting point. Ask yourself, what's one way you'll love better? Starting today, let your heart answer and begin.